Hi guys, welcome back to the shop. Today we are going to do some testing on the AT-1MX ignition system to see if we can get some spark out of this thing. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try testing my components, the stator, the CDI unit, and the coil to see if they're anywhere close to where they ought to be. And I really don't have any information on these exact components, so I'm hoping that they're similar to the DT2 or RT2 MX. Both of these, this is some information that I found online, and that's what I'm going to use because that's all I've got. The systems are very similar in construction, but there again, I know that doesn't make them the same. But we're just going to see. We're going to see because that's all I've got to go by, other than just good shop practice. So let's delve into this thing a little bit and see what we can find out. Okay, I'm just going to set my ohm meter up here for ohms, and I'm going to start with the stator. The book is telling me that I'm going to check the brown, which is this one right here, brown wire, and the black wire. And I'm supposed to have approximately 790, and I have 759. So I'm going to make a note of that. That's the brown and black at the stator. Okay. Then they tell me that I'm going to have at the red and the black that I should have 84, approximately 84, and looks like I got about 82. And then at the white red one, it's this one, and the black, they're saying 66 and a half, and I got 51.5, 51.3, 51.2. Keeps going down. Okay. So we know it's doing something, but we're pretty close actually on all of them except the red white. That's the pulsar circuit. The other two are the charge coils. Now they want us to check the coil. I don't know if you can see this or not. I think you can now. Let me go right back through those real quick. You just couldn't, that thing was at a angle, you couldn't see the reading on it. Okay, we're going over the brown and black again. And 758, 759. The red and black. About 82, and we're supposed to have 84 according to them. And the pulsar, that'd be the white with a red tracer, They say 66 and a half. I've got 51.3. So if there's anything that's at all not close, it's that one. The other two are pretty close. Now it's telling me to check the coil, and I don't have a coil for this machine. I just pulled one off the shelf that I got back here, and it's telling me that I'm going to have approximately 7. Okay, I got 6 1/4. So that's pretty close. 625 on the coil. All right. And what do we got left? Got the ignition box. This piece here, I can't check right now. The readings here are, a lot of this is too dingy to see. I don't want to hit the wrong thing and cause a problem. So I'm just going to try it. Now theirs is different too. They've got 5, 6, 7, 8 wires, and the box I've got has got 6. So I think I'm going to have to pass on that. We'll just see if we can get it hooked up and find something, get something that'll work. Okay. Next thing I want to do is try to set the timing. Again, this might be kind of difficult for you folks to see. And I know this is not at a straight angle, but I think it's close enough. These are not offset as much as the big bikes are, where you do have to pull the head off to use your dial indicator. Let's just see how close we can get here. It's telling me that I need 2 millimeters before top dead center. Okay, so I'm going to take, I've got my dial indicator in here. I think you can see that. Okay, I'm going to run this, let's see, counterclockwise until I get top dead center, which would be right about there. Okay, and I'm going to go clockwise to 2 millimeters, which would be right there. Okay, and what I'm supposed to find, and again, you may not be able to see this. Let's see if I can get you down a little closer. You see, I don't know if you can. See, there's a little mark right here on this, and they want that to line up. This is your pulsar. They want that lined up with this mark on the flywheel at 2 millimeters before top dead center. Okay, I can adjust here and here at my backing plate. And right now I can say that I'm maxed out on my backing plate, so I may have to reposition, well, not reposition, just set this back up in the rotary table and move the slot just a little bit more in this direction, because it looks like I'm just about maxing it out right there, and that's all the travel I've got. It was kind of an estimate on my part when I did this. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing about half the time. Okay, so right there, we'll call that we'll call that 2 millimeters before top dead center. It's pretty close. We're lined up here. Let me see if I can get you up a little closer here. For some reason, this GoPro won't let me get closer, bring it up for a close-up with it on. I have to do it off. Anyhow, I think you can see now these two marks are pretty much lined up, and we are at 2 millimeters before top dead center. So at this point, let's call all this good. Let me remove my dial indicator here. And get my pad out of the way, and let's see about hooking some stuff up here. All right. I think I'm going to have to. Okay. Still don't know whether I've got you in view here. There. All right. Now, I'm going to hook up the brown to the brown. And the black to the black. I've got a black with a white tracer. I understand that is supposed to go to your kill switch, so I won't be hooking that one up at all. Okay, black, just a solid black to the black, and the white with a red tracer to white with a red tracer. And we've got a red to a red. And let's see, I can't hook those up like that. It's a female or a male, and this is a male here, so I'm going to use a jumper wire. Hook up the red to the red. Now, if this is the kill wire, then the orange must be the one that goes to the coil. Okay, so we'll connect orange to the coil. All right. Now let's see about some ground issues here. The coil frame will ground to the engine. Try to keep this kind of sanitary. And we are going to put a spark plug in here. So if we can, hopefully we'll see some spark. Okay. And we're going to need a ground to the spark plug. That'd be like hooking it or laying it on the cylinder head, right? So I'll ground it to the engine, which is grounded to the coil, and I'll just ground it back here to the back side of the electrode. Okay, I think that should be good. Let me get you back down here. Okay, I'm hoping if there's anything to see, that you'll be able to see it. What I may do is turn the light off. That might help. And I'm going to take let's see, this thing rotates, the flywheel says, in a counterclockwise position. So let's try it. Oh, look at there. I'm not sure whether you're seeing it. Let me turn out some more lights here. Looks good to me. I'm just not sure you can see it. Okay, I've hooked up a test plug here. This has got a really wide gap on it. Let's see if I can get it to stay put. If it'll jump this thing, it's good. See how wide it's going to jump from the inside out. Whoa, look at that. I think we're good. So I think everything is probably going to work okay, looks like. I just think that I'll probably go in here and elongate these holes just a little bit further this way on this one, and the opposite way on the lower one, just to give me a little bit more travel. Probably don't need it. I'm probably right there, and I can move this impulse coil, I think they called it. I can move that a little bit if I need to. But gee whiz, I think we've got a winner here. So I think our perseverance and ingenuity here has paid off. I'll bet you can probably see this even with the light on. I can see it. Yep. So okay guys, there's just a little short video to show us whether this thing's going to work or not. Everything, I think it should work. We've got the timing in the correct spot, and we've got a good fire. So I think it's all going to work. We won't know for sure until we get the engine built and get some gas in it and see if it'll light up. But at this point, it's looking real promising for the internal rotor, YZ MX type ignition on the AT-1 CT1 type engine. This is actually a CT1. As you know, the AT1 will be just like it, just smaller is all. And I may even, if I can find a CT1, or actually it'll be a CT3, 2 or 3, cylinder and head. I can find a lot of heads, but I can't find a good cylinder. If I can find that, then I'll probably make it a CT1 or a CT2. But as of right now, it's going to be a 125 AT-1MX with a AT2 pipe. Actually, it'll be a AT2 because it's a reed valve engine, and it's got the AT2 pipe and the older frame and that sort of thing. So anyhow, just a little short video to test that and to see if we're going to have any results. And thank you guys for going along on the ride. See you next video.